Hey guys, welcome to Monday Move. This is where you are going to enhance your asana, or also known as a yoga pose. Tonight we are working on Anjenayasana, or low lunge. Done properly, this pose is a great hip flexor opener if you are a person. All right, hey there. Welcome to Monday Move. This is where you are going to Hey there. Welcome to Monday Move, and this is where you're going to enhance your asana. So tonight we are working with Anjenayasana, or low lunge. This pose is a great hip flexor opener, so if you are someone that drives a lot, sits a lot, this is a great pose for you to do. If done improperly though, it can bring in low back and or hip strain. So I want to make sure you understand how to do it properly. So let's come into the pose. Coming to the top of the mat, I want you to stand forward, then inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, softening through the knees enough so you can bring your hands to the mat. And then I'm going to step my left leg back into a runner's lunge. I'm also going to shift my hands back so they're framing the front foot. What I find, especially in people that are newer to yoga, they don't realize how far they can step their foot back, so they go about just 3/4 of the way back, and then they're kind of sticking their butt up in the air. And then once we come to lowering their knee, they're kind of collapsed forward into this pose. So all you need to do for this is just wiggle that foot back so your hips can lower, and then lower the knee. And then uncurl your toes. You're more than welcome to keep the toes curled under as well. Now this is where some misalignments may come in. As you inhale and sweep the arms up overhead, you may open up your hips towards the left because you're thinking, oh, I need to stretch deep, so you try and get your hips as low as possible. But all this is doing is stretching into an area that's already overly stretched. So we want to make sure our two hip points, our hip bones right here, also sometimes called your headlights, we want them pointing straight forward. So instead of coming all the way down towards the ground, rotate through your pelvis to take your headlights straight forward. So that's one misalignment that can happen. The other one is, even though your hip points may be squared to the top of the mat, you may over accentuate into your lower back. You may, as you shift your pelvis forward, you may rotate it, and then to keep the chest lifted, you need to kind of arc your back to keep you upright. And this is where the low back pain can come in. So we want to keep the pelvic neutral as well. So let's show you how to properly come in. So come into runner's lunge, lower the knee, uncurl the toes. What I like to do as I inhale and take my arms up overhead is actually shift up and out of the pose. My back thigh becomes perpendicular to the ground, allowing me to adjust my pelvis as needed. So I scoop up my lower belly, I take my glutes down towards the mat to keep my pelvis stable, reach my arms up overhead, and now I use the strength of the back of my left leg to shift my pelvis forward and bend into my right knee. And if you notice, the only thing that's really moving is my thigh backwards, it looks like, right? Everything else, my pelvis, my chest, my shoulders, they're all pretty much staying stacked on top of each other. So what I'm doing here, instead of just dropping my hips towards the floor, I'm using my hamstring and my glutes to push myself forward. And the arms come up overhead. I take 3 to 5 breaths here. And then when I'm ready to come out, I lower my hands around my front foot. I curl my toes, lift my back knee, and step forward. And then to come up, I press down through my feet, soften my knees, and I stand sweeping my arms wide and up. And then exhale my hands to my heart. So that is Anjenayasana, low lunge. Again, great for a front body hip opener. Remember, hip points forward and stay out of the lower back by keeping that pelvis neutral. And that's by taking your glutes down towards the mat, okay? If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to me via Messenger or the comment section, and I will be able to answer you as soon as I'm available. I had a great time teaching you Anjenayasana this evening. I will see you next week. Have a great night. Namaste.